Hey, what's going on, guys? Ethan here with Betting Bros. Hope you're having a good day. As you can see, we're on Bovada. In this video, what I want to do is walk anyone that's just getting started on sports betting or wants a little refresher on how the Bovada Sportsbook works. There's a lot of options in there. There's a bunch of cool stuff you can do. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to use all that. Also, just so you know, there's a couple videos down in the description. If you're newer to Bovada and you want to see me depositing money in real time, so you can see how that works, it's down there. Same thing goes with withdrawing money, as well as links to Bovada and the best bonuses. So go check that out if you're curious. But let's take a look at the sportsbook. As you can see here, this is the homepage of Bovada. I'm going to reload the page. And so this is where you're always going to end up, right? If you don't have an account with Bovada, you're going to go right up here to this upper right. There'll be a button that says either log in or sign up. You'll obviously hit sign up. It takes just a couple minutes. And if you already do have an account, you'll notice that all of your account settings are up here, right? So I can see my funds, I can make deposits, withdrawals. And so yeah, all that stuff is helpful and is there for you if you need it. Another quick note, if you go down to the help center, if you wanted a little more information on how the sports betting works, you know, what a parlay is, which we're going to get into in a second, what futures are, what props are, odds explained. All this stuff is super helpful and is there for you. But let's go back to the homepage and let's look at the sports book. So Bovada really is one of the best sports books, I think, online. They've got great odds. They've got a ton of stuff to bet on. So let's take a look here and see what they got. You'll notice this gray bar across the top here. This is going to be kind of like the primary navigation bar. This is where I look for whatever I'm looking for. And so you'll notice all the main sports are here: football, soccer, basketball. They also have this all sports, so you can see everything from betting on darts to snooker to virtual sports to entertainment and esports. Pretty much everything you can imagine is on here. We're going to take a look through that just in a second. But the first thing that I want to direct you to is this live button here. If you are interested in betting on something that's going on right now, Bovada is one of the sites that will always give you live odds. So even if the game has started, you feel like you missed being able to put in a bet because obviously the game started, Bovada is constantly updating their odds, and so you can bet on a game like this one here. You know, these two soccer teams from Brazil is 71 minutes into the game, right? There's only like 19 minutes left, 18 minutes left, and you can see these spreads and these odds are changing in real time, right? So that's kind of a cool function about Bovada is that not only do they have like every sport you could imagine, but they pretty much always have live games that you can bet on, right? And so, you know, as you can see, tennis, basketball, esports, if you want to bet on Counter-Strike even, you know, table tennis, all this stuff is here. But let's take a look at football, and we're going to use football as the example for the type of bets that are available. So if you want to bet on football, and this is the same way that it works for any of the other sports, including the live ones that I just showed you, we'll go to the NFL, right? I'm a big Packers fan, so let's take a look at the Packers game, which is going to be right here. You can see that it's this weekend at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And you can see the odds here, right? So the Packers are minus 7.5. If you're not sure about how the spreads work, you can go down to the help section. But basically, short story is that minus 7.5 means that if I want to bet on the Packers for even money, right? If I want to bet $100 and win $100, then their Packers are going to have to win by more than 7.5. This minus 7.5 means they're 7.5 point favorites. So if I'm betting on them, I'm betting that they're going to win by 8 or more if I want even money. Now, if I just want to bet that they're going to win the game, and I'm not sure how many they're going to win by, then I can bet here on the money line. And now what this money line means is that when they're minus 400, that means they're pretty heavy favorites. And so what this means is that I would have to bet $400 to win 100. Right? So if I put $400 on the line, the Packers win the game, I'm getting $500 back, right? And that's pretty much how it works. And then if you'll notice over here that you got the over and the under, and this is the total amount of points scored. So if I think that the total amount of points scored between the Packers and the Lions is going to be over 55 points, I can bet on the over, and if I think that their total score is going to be under 55 points, I can bet on the under. Now, this is a good opportunity for me to show where you can find the bets that you've already made. So if you look down here, I can click on Open Bets, and you can see that I actually have I actually have 2 bets on the Packers game. Right here, I have $20 on the money line for the Packers. So I put 20 bucks down. If they win, I get 25 back. And it doesn't matter how many they win by, right? That's how the money line works. And then if you look down here, I placed another bet for $10, where if I win, I'll win $10 that I bet plus $9 back, so 19 total. But again, they're going to have to win by more than 7.5 points. So you can see the odds are a little bit different there between the money line and betting on the spread. Now, if you wanted to place another bet, so let's say, I really like this over-under. We'll actually place a bet. I personally don't think that the Packers and Lions are going to go over 55. So I'm going to click on the under here. And if you hop over, you can see that it'll allow you to place what you want to bet. So you can see under 55 for the total, Packers versus Lions. Let's say I'm going to put 20 bucks on it. So I'd win 18 bucks, right? So I'd get $38.18 back if I won that bet. So we'll place the bet. You can see it's placed there. It's loading. You'll get that successfully placed thing. And if I hop on over to Open Bets, you're going to see that it is, where did it go? Right here, right at the top. So that's how you place a bet, and as I mentioned, the spread, the money line, or the over-under are going to be the most common ones that you can bet on. But now let's go and let's take a look at prop bets. And now what prop bets are, as you can see here, there's 266 prop bets for this Dallas-Baltimore game. So let's take a look at that. And what these bets are going to be are if you're betting on something other than the final score or who's going to win, these prop bets allow you to bet on things that don't necessarily determine the winner, right? So if you look, you can bet over/under on passing yards. It doesn't look like there's anything right here right now, but if you want to bet just on the first half, or you want to bet, let's see, total over/under for the first half just on one team or one quarter, or you can see, like, hey, I think that the Cowboys are going to win the first half by 1 to 3 points. All of these things are available to you. First score method, field goal, touchdown, anything other than a field goal or a touchdown. Will the Baltimore Ravens score in every quarter? There's literally so many options. You could sit here and look at these prop bets for a long time. But these are a fun way to kind of get some money on the game, get a little action if you're not sure who's going to win, or if you're just kind of looking to switch it up. And I will say that the prop bets are really fun. If you're already live in the game, let's say you're in the second quarter or something, you can place that prop bet, and it's not going to matter who wins or who loses. It's kind of a good way to get some action in on the game, like I mentioned, without having to decide who you think is going to win. And now let's jump over to the prop builder, because I think this is another really cool feature and also gives you even more opportunity to kind of make whatever type of bet you want. And this is where you're going to get into the parlays too. So let's hop over to prop builder. Okay, and as you look here, you obviously see a lot of options. This screen can be a little bit confusing, but we're just going to use this Dallas Cowboys and Baltimore Ravens as an example. So let's say, I want to bet on a few different things, and I think they're all going to happen. This is called a parlay. So how it works is I can make 2 bets, 3 bets, 4 bets, and I can say, I'm going to get all these right. And if I don't get all of them right, I lose, right? So if I get 3 out of the 4 right, I lose. But if I get all 4 right, I get way, way better odds. So let me show you how this works. You can go to the game markets. Let's say, I think Dallas is going to win. You can either do straight up or you can do the handicap. So I'm going to say Dallas is going to win, or they're going to lose by less than 8.5. So I'll add that, and I have that then on my slip, right? Now we're going to look at, okay, the over and the under. All right, well, I think Dallas is going to win or lose by less than 8.5, and I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. So I'm going to go with the under as well. I've added that. And now, let's say I want to go down here. You can see all of those game props that we looked at are here. But let's say touchdowns. I think that Ezekiel Elliott's going to have 1 touchdown or more. And so if you come over to the bet slips here, you can see these are the 3 bets that I place. I think Dallas is going to win or lose by less than 8.5. I think that the over-under, it's going to be under 45.5. And I think Ezekiel Elliott's going to have at least 1 touchdown. So if you look down here at parlay, you're going to see the odds here. They're giving me a 577, right? So that means that if I put, $10 on the game, or on the parlay, I should say, I'm going to win 67 if I'm right. So we'll place that bet, we'll confirm it, and we'll see what happens. And the thing is, guys, you can combine these parlays with all these different sports as well. So if you want to have, 2 bets on the NFL game, you want to have one of the NASCAR races, and you feel like you got a good shot with one of the men's NCAA basketball, right? You can create any sort of parlay that you want, and that is a really cool feature that you don't see on every site. And so Bovada really does have options for literally like anything. And now another thing that I want to bring your attention to here is if you go down to daily specials, which is right below the prop builder, this is kind of a cool place if you're looking to find just interesting bets you can make that are maybe pre-made parlays or anything like that. These are places that they're saying that they're giving you special odds, right? And so take it or leave it. The odds are kind of your own opinion anyways. But let's see, like 550, for a field goal in every quarter on this Cowboys and Ravens, or points in every quarter, or, let's see here, they all, Devin and Amari Cooper all score a touchdown, 2,800 to 1, or plus 2,800, sorry. All these kind of options are here for you. And so let's see, I think there'll be points in every quarter. So we'll throw a bet in here, $10, place the bet, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, these are kind of your options here. This is where you're going to go to bet on sports in general. Again, if we go back to the sports tab, you're going to see all the live games are here. If you're looking for action right now, otherwise all your main sports are up here. Any sport you can imagine is here, including let's just go to esports really quick, so I can show you that. You can bet on League of Legends, you can bet on Counter-Strike. All these games are here for you to bet on, which I think is pretty cool. Even darts, like literally any sport that you want to play is here. So anyways, that's kind of where we're at here. And overall, guys, I just want to say that if you're looking to bet on sports, I think Bovada is probably the best site. I've tried a bunch of them. A lot of them do have a lot of these options. But here's why I like Bovada, and it goes even beyond the sports. And there's 2 things. Number one is that Bovada has pretty much everything that I might want in a casino all in one place under one account. So I have the sports, but then if I want to go play blackjack, I can go to the casino. Or if I want to go play poker, it's all coming out of this one account. So I don't need 3 different accounts to deal with 3 different deposits and 3 different withdrawals or whatever it might be. Everything's in one place. The second reason that I really like Bovada and that I've continued to bet here for so long is that it has such a good reputation. So with an online casino, obviously your money's leaving your bank account. It's in digital currency. All of these websites are offshore, right? They're foreign country based. And so you kind of have to put a little bit of faith into the casino. And I know that makes some people nervous. But Bovada really is kind of the gold standard for online casinos. They've been around, if not 20 years now, like almost 20 years. And their reputation really does speak for itself. If you ask around, if you do a Google search, you're going to realize pretty quickly that Bovada is the gold standard. It's where people go. And so I just haven't found any reason to leave. But yeah, you know, that's going to kind of wrap this video up. There's not too much more to show you under this sports section. I hope this video was helpful. Again, just a reminder, if you're curious about depositing money on Bovada or withdrawing money on Bovada, I've put together kind of like tutorial videos just like this now, where the screen is right on, you know, right pulled up for you, and you can see every click how it works. Those videos are down in the description, as well as links to Bovada, this website, and the best bonuses. So go check those out, especially if you're new. But yeah, that's going to do it. It's going to wrap up this video, guys. I hope it was helpful. If it was, give me a like. Let me know I'm doing a good job. I always appreciate seeing those. And if you have any questions, comments, you think I missed something, or you want more information, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to see it, and we'll definitely do my best to get back to you. But yeah, that's going to do it. Good luck, guys. I'm out for now. We'll talk to you later. It's been Ethan with Betting Bros. Bye.